And for our finale for the 2K TV wrap party, we've got Team 2K TV versus the world. So welcome to the show. This is very exciting because we're going to run 5v5 today.
Shout out to all of the community joining us here today. You guys are awesome at the game, and I'm a little bit intimidated. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Let's talk about the strategy on how to beat Team 2K TV.
The strategy is just to move the ball, get some shots up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Ali LaForce. Now the starting group for the visitors. Miller is out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5. And for the Celtics, they've got Andre Drummond. Paul George out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Nembhard in at the point guard position. And a lot on the line here tonight, Grant. Each team looking for bragging rights in the West.
And you kind of get this feeling the way it's all playing out, that they're on a collision course to meet again in the conference finals. And that's what makes this such an intriguing matchup. The winner here gains a slight mental edge for later on down the road.
Now here's Brunson. 14 feet away, uses the glass to drop it in.
We know that the defense in today's NBA wants to take away the rim and the 3. Mr. Brunson says, I'll take that mid-range.
Here's Nembhard. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis. Outside Davis. Clock at 6. It's tipped. Outside Brunson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
George left side. It's deflected. Here's Miller. Check by Davis. Miller, the pass to Brunson. There's the block. And they recover it. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Nembhard. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Here's Davis. That one a little long.
Nice work defensively, meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
Doris, you think about how the Celtics are built. They make shrewd personnel choices year after year.
They have historically drafted very well. I think the challenge for the Boston Celtics and all organizations, the new implications of the salary cap and player personnel deal. Building teams may look different going forward.
Here's Nembhard to the inside. Bridges misses.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Beasley, pass to Brunson. Now a Kongwu. Brunson, a good look. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Brunson's got 6 points.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And the Celtics call time here.
Last year, as expected, they had very little trouble against these guys.
Here's someone once again for Celtics Entertainment.
Let's see the stat sheet here for Jalen Brunson. Bridges outside. Here's Nembhard. Hey, great communication on the line.
If that ends their drought, you can feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Brunson misses.
That's a tough, contested shot from mid-range. Not what they wanted.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Here's Hartenstein. The Celtics making their last shot. Here's a Kongwu. And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Miller from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Miller's got his second bucket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Nembhard. Yet to see a basket. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer, Bridges. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Davis. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Brunson. Here's a Kongwu. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Bridges. 5 points in the game. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. And Toronto calls time here. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching, let's see what's going on in the West. Taking a look at the Celtics, they've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And, of course, there's Toronto. They're 4 spots behind them.
Well, right now for Boston, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Here's Beasley. After the basket by Boston. Kongwu, the pass to Brunson. Banked it in off the glass. Brunson's got 8.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's George, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
At the line, Paul George.
That's good from George. Smith, he's checked in for Hartenstein. George hits them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Beasley, pass to Miller. Kongwu with it. Over to the wing. And he lobs it up top. Here's George. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, you have to respect the career of Paul George. He has faced at one point a career-ending injury. He keeps battling to get back on the floor through constant injury.
29 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Brunson. Here's Smith. Oh, Drummond with a block.
Well, you can't teach size. It's the old expression of Andre Drummond making his presence felt defensively.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Brunson. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. 10 points for him.
And this night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Mikal Bridges has been on display for the Boston
16.
That's a good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
So for Toronto right now, Okongwu out there with Smith. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Miller. And it's Beasley in at the 2 spot. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. You know, when you look at Brandon Miller's skill set, this guy has the potential to be an elite scorer.
And that's why so many are excited about him. A 3-level scorer who possesses impressive length and a quick release. BA, this kid is special.
With the NBA season out of its early stages now, Grant, there have been more than a few surprises.
Oh, I love surprises. And every season, there are a few guys who take a major leap forward. Something just clicks for them, or the skills all just come together. But regardless, it's always a fun surprise for fans and broadcasters, too.
Now here's Brunson. He had 28 points in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
I love that he sacrificed his body over and over. His persistence at getting to the free throw line really paid off for them.
Nembhard, good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Brunson finds Beasley. Out to the wing. Here's Miller. Stolen by Drummond. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really catch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. And Toronto calls time here.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
The Celtics making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Toronto. Strus comes in for Beasley.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
Pass to Nembhard from outside the arc. Buries it from 3. Nembhard's got 8 here in this quarter.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Miller. 7 points in the game. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jalen Brunson.
And his scoring numbers have been moving in the right direction these past few years. He's continued to get better at adjusting to what opposing defenses are throwing at him, and he's finding ways to get buckets by any means necessary.
Now here's Bridges. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. George's shot is off.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Brunson passes to Strus. To the wing, right side. Here's Miller. Here's Hartenstein. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
And it's good for 2. George has got 9.
I'll tell you what.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Isaac outside. Now here's George. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Hartenstein. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Celtics have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Here's Nembhard. Drops it in from 14 feet away. He's got 13.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Pass to Strus. Six to shoot. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Brunson outside. Great shot from Brunson.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's the three. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Here's Miller. There's the drive. Oh, Drummond with the block. Here's Nembhard. Another one falls for Boston.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Strus with it. Guarded now by George. Strus with the bucket.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Bridges passes to Isaac. 55 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Hits the trifecta. George has got 11 points in the quarter.
Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy has the ability to make shots so easy.
Here's Miller. George defending. Miller can't get it to go.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Isaac, the pass to Nembhard. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
Now here's Brunson. 13 points in the game. Three-pointer. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Celtics out.
48. The visiting team.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. And having been behind by as many as 8, they clawed their way back. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to... And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boston with the ball. Looking ahead to their next one. Playing at Phoenix. They'll match up against the Suns. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. We've got Mikal Bridges. Anthony Davis is out there with Paul George. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's Nembhard in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Pass to Beasley. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Now, this is Beasley's game, right? The ability to know when to shoot it off the catch.
And a guy who entered the league in a supporting role, Doris. Jalen Brunson, now a legitimate star.
He is, BA, and consider that this is a man who was drafted in the second round and just kept working, biding his time, and contributing to winning. And the greater the opportunity, the more he has stretched to meet that opportunity.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Here's Nembhard. And a Kongwu with the block. It's Beasley on the wing. Uses the glass on the layup. Beasley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Pass to Nembhard, fires for 3, knocks it down from distance. And the Celtics lead by 14.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Okongwu finds Beasley. And that one hits the back iron.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And there's so many big men that can bring the ball up outdoors. It's changed how teams get into their offenses.
BA, what coaches will tell you is they are getting to a place where you have to have 5 guys who can hurt you offensively. The bigs being able to take a rebound and get it up quickly in transition does one huge thing. That creates mismatches, something teams always are on the lookout for.
And the Celtics call time here.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
The Celtics making a switch here. Banton's checked in. And now that we have a minute, let's take a look at the best shooting teams in the association. 5th best, Boston.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
Nembhard, the pass to George. And here's Davis. Shot clock at 6. Banton. Boston, no good that time either. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
Matase's checked in for Boston. And he makes both free throws.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Banton passes to Nembhard. Here's Matase. Pass to George. Outside Davis. Yep, count it. Davis has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Here's Brunson outside. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA is the last of the 5 major U.S. pro leagues to sign a new TV deal with the existing one concluding after this season. Now talks are heating up and the new deal expected to include traditional cable networks along with some streaming channels. Guys, one thing seems clear. It should amount to a big raise for the league and for its players.
Interesting point. They'll like that. Thanks, Allie. Here's Miller. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper. Miller's got 9 points.
As a rookie, Miller is already a 3-level scorer.
Banton drives in. No good on the shot. Some solid D from Beasley. Pass to Brunson. Now Okongwu. Back to Brunson. Here's Banton. He's scoreless. George outside.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Goes up on the wing. Connects. The jumper drops. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Then passes to George. Davis with it. Here's Nembhard from the right block. Got a piece of it. 1:07 left in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
It has proven very hard to guard Jalen Brunson without fouling, especially if he's aggressive to score it.
Thomas, he's checked in for Nembhard. Smith, he's checked in for Toronto. Vanderbilt comes in for Hartenstein. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
The first free throw is good. Beverly, he's checked in for Brunson.
At the line for the Celtics.
Both free throws good from Davis. 59 seconds left in the third. Beverly, the pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Smith, and he makes it on the layup.
Nice touch from the interior. Smith Jr. knows how to capitalize from this area.
George passes to Thomas. Pass to Batadze. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three ball to go. Batadze's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Beverly, the pass to Smith. Outside Vanderbilt. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Davis. And the shot goes in. Davis has got 10 points.
And look at the way Davis muscled through that to still get a shot up.
Here's Miller. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
And so it's Boston closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So for the Raptors right now, we've got Jared Vanderbilt, Patrick Beverly out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Smith in at the 5 spot.
Well, I love the decision-making from Isaiah Thomas. This guy is such a creative scorer.
Pass to Beasley. Back to Beverly. Lots of room. Davis with a rebound.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Here's Thomas. Beverly defending. Here's Thomas. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Beverly.
On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Victor Oladipo and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Memphis Grizzlies.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Okongwu's checked in for Toronto. Hartenstein comes in for Beverly.
Well, Isaiah Thomas has spent his whole life proving doubters wrong. At 5'9", this guy plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
Here's Beasley. That one's good for 2. Beasley's got 10 points here in the second half.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Thomas. And they pick up 2.
I'll tell you, the degree of difficulty, IT maintains his focus through that entire play.
Burks passes to Okongwu. Here's Beasley. Rebounded by the Celtics. They led by as many as 18. Down low. Denied. Another shot. Bridges passes to Thomas. Shoots over Beasley. And it's Boston scoring again.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Outside Burks. To the left wing. Vanderbilt to pass to Burks. Lets it go. Hartenstein controls the rebound and the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Thomas passes to Banton. Back to Thomas. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Vanderbilt. And the layup is good off the glass.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And the more Davis has added muscle during his career, it really has helped him on the offensive end. It forces defenses to foul him.
Some changes for Boston. Paul George comes in for Banton, and it's Nembhard in for Thomas. Brunson passes to Okongwu. Right side, Brunson. Oh, rejected by Drummond. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Bridges. Inside. Davis finds George. And there's the lob. And finished off by Davis.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
Here's Brunson. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly. Puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity.
And Toronto calls time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Boy, we witnessed something special from him, and this crowd will remember it. When a player raises his game to this level, it earns him a lot of new fans. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. Coach telling their players, let's play with urgency. This is the game. I know we'll win if we play hard. Let's see how the team responds.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Miller, the pass to Okongwu.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They led by as many as 18. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And he's going for the oop here. Bridges misses.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
A big group substitution here for Boston. Bataze's checked in for Drummond. Covington comes in for Davis. Banton, he's checked in for George. And it's Thomas in for Nembhard. Here's Banton. And it's good from the elbow. And the Celtics lead by 17.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Burks passes to Beverly. He drops it from range.
Well, Patrick Beverly puts in the time to become a legit threat from range.
Here's Thomas. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everybody.